Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, our U.S. News and World Report Car Connection, John Vincent, with the 2026 Best Adventure Vehicle Awards. I think you're going to get a charge out of these. Jeff has his car culture feature this week on white letter tires. Remember those? Mm-hmm. And Mr. Mars has hidden speakeasies in the Houston area.
Be sure they're not in Nederland.
I think that they start there and they trickle over on this side of the pond.
Down there.
Yeah. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley will be joining us for real next week when we venture up to Granbury for our remote broadcast up there. And I'm Don Armstrong. Thank you very much for taking your time this morning to be with us. So let's go right out to Mr. John Vincent. And he is with U.S. News and World Report. And hey, John, it's great to see you again. How have you been?
Great to see you guys. It's been a minute since I've been on. So.
It has been a minute. Not our problem. You're always welcome here, and all you got to do is give us a buzz, and we'll. Yeah, it's all on you.
Other people to talk to you guys. I don't know why I don't just show up every week.
Yeah, exactly. Because it should be at least a once a month, or don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we think. So, they have just released the 2026 Adventure Vehicle Award. Now, that's something different over there at U.S. News and World Report. So we're going to talk about best vehicles for camping, best vehicles for road trips, best SUVs for off-roading, and best trucks for off-roading. I don't know where you want to start, but any of those are good for me.
Well, why don't we just start with the best SUVs for off-roading?
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, this is a very long list of cars, but out of this whole group, there's one big winner, and it's GMC. But we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go on here.
Okay.
So best subcompact SUV for off-roading, Ford Bronco Sport. Ford Bronco Sport's a vehicle that's built off the Escape, but is a much better Escape than the Escape.
And let me just add to this. You know, since that car came out, we thought, it's just a makeover. No. It's not. It is really a nice vehicle. And I have always said that from the day that it hit the ground.
And it's pretty capable if you get it in its Sasquatch trim.
Yes, and I've had one of those and loved it.
Yep. So best compact SUV for off-roading. Of course, this has to be on the list, Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah. I don't even put it in a class like a compact or subcompact. I just put it as a Jeep Wrangler.
The Jeep Wrangler.
The Jeep Wrangler, yeah.
Uh-oh. We lost him.
Uh-oh.
He's back.
Yep,
He's
there
back.
He is. He just took a blip.
Yeah, you're there. Where you see
Okay. The Wrangler is actually a pretty big vehicle for a compact, but the EPA classes it as a compact.
Well, of course the EPA does.
Your government at work.
Yeah.
So, which makes it interesting because its chief competitor, the next winner, the best midsize SUV for off-roading, the Ford Bronco, is in a different size class.
Huh.
Yeah,
it is. What size class is it?
It's midsize.
A midsize Bronco.
Yeah.
And
it's
a compact Wrangler.
Big. Correct.
So what? Yeah, it's one of those deals where. So what do they use to classify these? Is it storage? Is it space inside the cabin? I don't get it.
I think they have a number of different measures that involves wheelbase, overall length, weight.
Well, it's all wrong.
It's a variable thing. Anything in this range fits into this class is what they're doing.
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
Fine.
You know, you guys have done this long enough that you know that there are vehicles that span multiple classes and they're just hard to place.
Yep, you're right.
Best large SUV for off-roading, Nissan Armada Pro-4X.
Seriously, I'm surprised.
Really good value out there. You know, there are some really capable vehicles in this class. There's GMC Yukon AT4, the Tahoe, really capable vehicles. But when we looked at things like approach angles, approach departure and breakover angles, the Armada rose to the top.
Didn't they just redo the Armada in the past few years?
They did.
Yeah. And it's a different vehicle today than it was back when.
It is. It's actually pretty nice, and it's a good value. You can get good deals on Armadas, especially
Interesting.
right now.
Okay. All right. Next.
Best hybrid SUV for off-roading, and that's the Toyota RAV4. These are all based on data, but we had a lot of discussions about this one because there are some pretty capable vehicles in this category. But the RAV4, the Woodland model comes on all-terrain tires, makes it decently capable off-road. You're not doing the Rubicon with this vehicle, but it can get you the trailhead and back.
You know, it's interesting. You mentioned that I don't really consider something like a RAV4 to even go off-road because that's not what it comes to mind. And I guess that some people will take them off-road, but how big of a sales factor is that when you give it an award for a RAV4? You know?
You know, the thing about American car buyers is we buy the car for what we might do someday, not what we do every day.
And we never do it.
Exactly.
So as long as it looks like it might be able to do it someday, you're good.
Yeah.
Yes,
One of these
that's right.
days, I'm going up that road.
Yeah,
That's
or
right.
It makes other people think that you've done it. That's what it is.
That's
It's
it, yeah.
It's not for you.
Oh,
it's
hey.
for other people.
Yeah,
And that's the question that I've got, John. You've got all the matrix that you go through the vehicles and you do all the checks, all the boxes. I don't know if this takes effect, but do any of the recalls affect how all this data is compiled, or the data is compiled first and then the recalls happen after?
So we don't put the recalls into this scoring model because these are new cars. We put the recalls into our studies when we're looking at used cars, but it's really hard to do that with new cars.
Gotcha.
And every new car has recalls, every single one of them. Some of them more serious than others, but every car has recalls.
Okay.
What's next on the list?
Luxury SUV for off-roading.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Rover Defender.
The what? The Land Rover Defender?
You just had one of those, didn't you?
No, I had a Range Rover.
Yeah, Range Rover.
Range Rover.
That, wow. Yeah. $130,000.
It's a tough. This was a tough category because the Defender's up against the Lexus GX, which is also a great vehicle. But approach departure brake over angles with the air suspension on the Defender made the numbers come out on top for it.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. After driving the Land Rover Range Rover, you know, I don't get those very often. I'm sure you don't either. There just aren't that many around. But I will tell you that I was impressed. Now, I didn't take it off-road, but it is so off-road capable. I don't even know what controls what anymore. I mean, it'll do anything and everything. It's like a Swiss Army knife.
Their electronics for traction management are stunning. I mean, they can make me look like I'm decent off-road. It's tough to do.
Yeah, the big camper that you are.
Exactly.
I think. Wait, he's a glamper, not a.
Yeah, that's right. You're a clamper, not a camper.
We just get the dog from one hotel to the next.
There you go.
Yeah.
Best electric SUV for off-roading, Rivian R1S.
That's interesting you should say that because, you know, I was just talking about Rivian, and the Rivian truck is a contender with the Land Rover Range Rover. And I would have never even thought of Rivian being a competitor to anything. They're so new. But apparently they are.
They are. They are very good vehicles. This is a company that I'm really rooting for because they're doing it right. Unlike some electric car companies out there, they're taking more of a measured approach, and their second car is about to come out, the R2, which I just sent somebody to that launch event, and he came back with a big smile on his face. So looking forward to reading about what he says about the R2. But if it's anything like the R1s, they're going to be really good.
Well, I'll tell you this. I got a chance to see an R1 up close and personal. I'm going, oh, my God, the fit and finish on this. It's like a custom car.
Yep. So this category actually came down to very close between this and the GMC Hummer EV. And The Hummer EV beat it on a lot of the technical factors, the off-road factors. But when you come down to a car that you want to live with every day, the Rivian was definitely the choice.
Interesting. It's such a new company to come this far and to actually win an award
and be a contender to begin with.
Yeah, it's impressive.
It's actually not that new of a company anymore. It's what, 5, 6, 7 years old now.
Ooh,
yeah, we don't see a lot of them around here. So
yeah, for us guys, we go back to wood spoke wheels.
pretty much.
So.
I know.
Yeah.
Your arms are still sore from cranking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Show them your guns, Mike.
That's right.
Let's get into the pickup trucks.
All right, ready.
Mid-size pickup truck for off-roading, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro.
That's not a surprise.
Hard to argue with this one.
Yeah.
And there are like two flavors of that truck that are fantastic for off-roading. There's the TRD Pro, which has the coolest seats in any pickup truck. They're actually air suspension seats with shock absorbers in the seat back. So you are isolated from the vehicle as you're ripping across the desert.
How fun. It sounds like an 18-wheeler tractor.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Except much more managed than that. I mean, I swear, it feels like it's a gyroscope where you're not moving and everything else around you is.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well, that's brilliant. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, for the slow technical off-roading, they have the Trail Hunter, which it's a different setup, but just as capable in a different off-road realm.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Full-size pickup for off-roading, Ford F-150. They have 3 flavors of that truck that are fantastic for off-roading. There's the FX4 package, which is just a basic off-roading package. There's the Tremor, and then there's the Raptor. And it's hard to argue with the big Raptor V8.
Yeah,
That's true.
and the only thing that I can think that would come in close, it would be the Ram TRX.
Ram TRX, which is not currently available yet.
It's going to be again.
For 27, it will be available again.
For these purposes.
Yes, I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting.
Although the Ram Rebel is still pretty capable too.
Yeah, love the Ram Rebel.
Best electric SUV for off-roading. People actually do this. It's the Rivian R1T. Some pretty unique features. Hidden storage in its gear tunnel. Great range. People will be heading to the gas station with their trucks before you're heading to the charger.
How is the interface there with the infotainment system?
It's getting better. With a lot of the new startup companies, they're having trouble getting all the bugs worked out of their infotainment systems. Although I was just in a legacy automaker's new car last week that was just as buggy as any startup car company's infotainment system. They are getting better.
Yeah.
One of the great things about them is they can take over-the-air updates, so you don't have to go to the shop to get them fixed. They just send a file into the car and it fixes things.
Nice. Well, that's handy.
Yeah, mine does that.
Yeah. We're looking for the maid to do that here at the house. Yeah. We'll have her just come
Rosie
in.
the maid?
Rosie, yeah. Rosie.
Yeah.
I just bought a new car a couple weeks ago.
You actually bought a car?
What?
I did.
What did you buy?
I bought a Genesis GV70.
That's not a surprise. I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's a very nice vehicle.
Yeah.
It really is. And I got the twin turbo V6, which it rips.
It rips it. Yeah.
It's a little spunk.
Yeah.
Got some spunk.
Yeah. Was it real expensive? Because when I think of Genesis, I think of pretty expensive
Yeah,
cars.
higher end vehicle.
They're a higher end vehicle, but compared to buying a Mercedes or a BMW, quite the bargain. And 10-year warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference with that twin turbo.
So let's wrap up the Adventure Vehicle Awards.
Let's go into best vehicles for camping. We'll just rip through this list. Subcompact Bronco Sport again. Subcompact Hybrid Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid.
I knew Subaru was coming.
Yeah, Subaru's got to be on this list. It's not here as often as you would think, but it's on this list. Compact SUV for camping, Hyundai Tucson. the Tucson wins on cargo space, which is just a little bit better than the RAV4 or the CRV.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Same reason for the compact hybrid for camping. Tucson hybrid. Compact plug-in hybrid SUV. We're slicing things pretty close here.
Really?
Toyota RAV4 plug-in hybrid. Mid-size SUV for camping. GMC Acadia. Tons of cargo room. Very capable versions of that vehicle are available. Mid-size hybrid SUV for camping. Toyota Grand Highlander. And whether you put this in the mid-size or large category, it's just a really nice family vehicle.
Yeah, they've grown that
nice
Highlander
size.
to big sizes now.
Yeah, and you got to remember that when we're talking adventure vehicles, people might do this 10, 20 days a year. You want a vehicle that's going to, do everything you need it to do for the other 355.
And be able to put the bicycles on top of all the junk that you've got in the back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Forget the mother-in-law.
I've seen that, including the mother-in-law.
Including the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen Vacation. Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Best mid-size plug-in SUV for camping. This category has gotten smaller. Mazda CX-90 PHEV. With the departure of the Grand Cherokee 4xe, there aren't many plug-in hybrids available out there in this category anymore.
Well, they don't sell that many of them anyway.
Right.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Large SUV for camping, GMC Yukon XL, which is
No surprise
essentially
there.
the suburban version, the GMC
Yes.
Suburban,
Right.
with a slightly nicer interior.
Yep.
Electric SUV for camping, Hyundai Ioniq 9. I think we've talked about this vehicle on the show before. This is just a great all-around family vehicle that happens to be electric.
Yeah. If we could just get the range up to the point where, like this GMC that I had recently with a 500-mile range on it with the big battery. Yeah. And I think that's going to be more of a thing of the future, that more and more of these manufacturers are going to do that.
Yep. I mean, evolving technology. Things are going to get
Exactly.
Yeah.
better, faster, smaller. Yeah.
So
efficient.
let me ask you this. So who wins the tip-top award for best adventure vehicle overall?
We don't have one. We broke it down into classes.
No.
I'm thinking maybe a Buick. Yeah.
Gotta have a big trophy. And
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking also that in next year when we do this for U.S. News and World Report, now that In Wheel Time has mentioned it, that's going to be the new deal. So all those vehicles got to have number one.
I will say this in the politically correct way that a manufacturer would tell us. We will take that into consideration.
Under advisement. Under advisement.
That's perfect.
heard that before, haven't
Yeah,
you?
somewhere, that's no doubt.
Some of these that you mentioned, I don't have an affinity with their looks. So I'm thinking that some of these, they just don't do anything for me aesthetically. So I wouldn't be interested to begin with in looking at the vehicle.
Well, that
options.
X's those off.
Yeah,
It narrows
so-
the field, so
Yep.
to speak.
That's whenever you're a car buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always that way. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, John, it's great to talk to you, and thank you so much for sharing the list with us today. And like I said, call anytime.
Absolutely.
Okay, because
And,
we
you
are
know-
your number one show,
Yeah. Or your
Okay.
staff. Anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ever need an expert to talk about pretty much anything in the car market, we have people. So
That's right.
Give us a call.
Absolutely.
Well,
You know
we'll
somebody.
definitely do it. John Vincent, thank you so much. U.S. News and World Report 2026 Best Adventure Vehicle Awards. Thanks again, John.
Thanks,
we'll talk to you
John.
soon. Okay, just ahead, it's Jeff's Car Culture. White letter tires is
Yeah.
the subject this week.
You've had 'em.
Mars has hidden Houston speakeasies. That's the one I'm whatever.
Well,
That's coming up right after this break here
they
on
won't
the
be
In
hidden
Wheel
anymore.
Time Car Talk Show. They won't be hidden anymore. Stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loopy Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
There's no dilly-dallying
No dilly-dallying
here. Hey,
around
In Wheel
here.
Time invites you to join us next week, 9 to noon from Granbury, Texas, Hewlett Park, Lone Star Street Rod Association, state run. It's going to be on the air an extra hour, 9 to noon next Saturday. We hope you'll get a whiff of that show.
Or
Thanks for being
come
with
on
us
out.
today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. White letter tires, brother.
Yeah, well, the trend of white letter tires gained significant momentum in the 60s and 70s, especially here in the U.S. of A. Muscle cars and street racing were becoming increasingly popular. White letter tires became synonymous with performance and style and coolness that we all had associated with high-performance vehicles as well. White lettering on tires comes in two primary types, raised and painted. Each type has a distinct characteristics and manufacturing process. Raised white lettering is created during the manufacturing process itself. The letters are raised above the tire surface and are part of an integral portion of that sidewall. White lettering is typically made from white rubber. Rubber is actually kind of a cream color to begin with. It's a compound that is molded into the tire. Raised letters are known for their durability since it's part of the tire itself. Painted white lettering involves applying white paint to the tire after it has been manufactured. The paint is applied to a desired area of the sidewall. We used to do that with your chalk, your crayon, fingernail polish. We used to do all kinds of stuff like that.
Yes.
We did. Requires more maintenance, though. Both types have their advantages and are chosen based on specific needs and preferences of the vehicle and their owner. Raised white lettering, being more durable, is often preferred as a regular use, and painted white letters allows you more customization, is popular among the car enthusiasts who frequently change the aesthetics of their vehicle. The manufacturing process of white letter tires includes ORWL, which is outlined raised white letters, is intricate and requires precise techniques to ensure durability and the clarity of the lettering. No font distortion there. The process varies depending on what letter is being raised. Raised white lettering is typically created using a specialized molding process. The white rubber compound is inserted into the mold along with black rubber and is used for the rest of the tire, so that they're just injecting a little bit portions at a time. During the vulcanization process, and Spock knows that, whereas the tire is heated and cured, curing the rubber, the white and black compounds fuse together. Painted white lettering is fully formed and cured in the area of the white lettering and is applied thoroughly and cleaned and prepared. Specialized durable paint is then carefully applied to the designated areas. This process might be done by hand or with the help of automated machinery for consistency and precision. Both methods require careful quality control and ensure the lettering is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also to withstand the rigors of road use without fading or peeling. And regular cleaning is essential to get the dirt and all the buildup and keep it from yellowing. Using cleaners specifically designed for it is advisable because you can really tarnish it and mess it up. Avoid exposure to harsh chemicals and solvents, deteriorating the rubber. We used to use brake fluid to get our tires black.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that was back in the day. For those seeking non-permanent solutions, temporary decals can be applied to the sidewall. There are actually companies out there, professional companies, that will design lettering and apply them to your tire. While comparing all of these raised white letters, outlined white letters, consider this. They are a little bit higher priced, even if when you buy it, from the tire store, and then the raised white letters can be a little bit more money as well. The resurgence of vintage and retro styles in automotive design has been renewed interest in the white letter tiring. The ability to customize and personalize tires, white lettering, appears to be pretty advantageous for the consumer, and it's kind of unique, and it makes a unique style statement for them. White lettering on tires is often associated with specific brands, influencing customer loyalty and preference. The trends indicate that while practical considerations are important, the aesthetics and brand-related aspects of the tire design significantly influence the customer's choice. And there you've got all kinds of things. You can create your own design. You can get on their website, and they'll send you the stickers themselves, and you can put Don Armstrong on the side of your tires.
No, I don't want Don Armstrong.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Time now for Mr. Mars Driving Destinations.
Here we go.
And this week, Mr. Mars, hidden Houston speakeasies. I'm ready. I'm all ears.
So for our younger audience that really is not familiar with the idea of the speakeasy, that came about because during Prohibition, you had to go to a hidden bar. Sometimes it was special knocks on a certain door or something like that. Anyway, they were kind of hidden, and that's the reason they called the speakeasy, because you had to speak easy to get into it. So in Houston, we've got a few, and what they do is give you that little mystery, the little atmosphere, and an easy place to have some conversation over some really nice cocktails in these hidden places. Downtown's hidden bookcase experience. Now, we're going to start with dinner downtown, then we're going to slip behind a bookcase, literally, to get to Captain Foxhart's Bad News and Bar Spirit Lodge, and also in the hidden bar district. Now, this is one of the classic speakeasy setups in that you have to go through a hidden place. It's not widely known. It is, but it's not. It's supposed to be hidden. It's supposed to be secretive. But this place has a really nice balcony that you can set out there on, and you have a nice view of downtown. Really nice during the evening where the lights come up and everything. And they have some really great craft cocktails and a real nice food menu to go along with it. Now, from there, if you want something for more of a little more special occasion date, go to Bandista. Now, this is hidden literally behind the entrance within the hotel of the Four Seasons. Now, it's only 20 seats in this speakeasy, so it's very, very small, very
exclusive,
intimate,
exclusive. But it's got all the Prohibition-inspired touches to it, and with modern mixology. So you can sit in there, and you can kind of like sitting in a theater to watch what goes on, ordering the drinks from the bar, and you can actually pair it with dinner while you're downtown. It just creates a nice little venue to go and sneak off to, like it's what you would want for a speakeasy. Now, this other one here is one of Houston's kind of unusual date night concept, is Case Chocolates. Now, it doesn't focus solely on drinks because it's got the cozy speakeasy style venue, but it also puts that with the artisan chocolates that go with curated cocktails. Now, this is a kind of creates a lot of conversation just because it's something different. You're sitting there talking, and it's not very far. It is downtown, but it's a really nice place to sit at and get to. From there, you could go over to the River Oaks Hotel, where it's called a place called Fancies. Again, Prohibition era. The venue combines the Art Deco styling and live music, low lighting, and craft cocktails to give you that kind of hidden away, unique experience that you might find and expect to see in a speakeasy. Now, it's hidden upstairs in it's a hidden lounge upstairs, and it gives you that sense that you're going to a private party, not necessarily a open area bar. If you're looking for something that's a little more old, if you will, Marfralis.
Marfralis. Yes.
I knew that. So you're familiar with it, Don?
Yes, I am, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Well,
just please move on.
Don't
running short
know.
of time.
So
this is the place
in the
to
River
cut.
Oaks area. Got lots of dim lighting, intimate booths, and it's great for a Houston date night. One other thing I would mention in a real hurry is the hidden bar in Rice Village. And the name kind of says it all. It's tucked away into a nice setting, intimate cocktails, and got dinner nearby. just a nice place that you can go to have a nice date night in someplace different.
And even though you didn't ask, I am going to tell you that Marfrelis used to be, back in the day, the makeout bar in Houston. Thank you for asking. Hey, the In Real Time Car Talk Show is going to continue right after this quick break. Stay with us.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your car's finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Seitz will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.